Welcome to October, folks.
Yeah.
October 1st. That's very exciting. Thanks for joining us for this digital edition of Wake Up Charlotte. I'm Ben Thompson.
And I'm Carolyn Bruck. We're going to get to the top stories in just a bit, but you know the drill. We're checking in with Larry first for the forecast.
Let's start our Oktoberfest right now, a festival of weather. Lots of clear skies. This could be a beautiful day today in every neighborhood. 10 a.m. out and about. We're at 63 degrees. Lunchtime, 71, sunny skies. And right in the middle of the afternoon, around 4 o'clock today, we're at 77, maybe 78 degrees. Check your 7-day forecast. Changes ahead. Frontal boundary drops across the area, moves across the area. That means cooler temperatures tomorrow, especially for the weekend. We see morning low temperatures in the 40s, highs in the afternoon, upper 60s. And next week, we're back to the mid 70s by the middle of next week. And that is your first one forecast this morning, Ben.
Larry, thanks. North Carolina moving into the next phase of reopening tomorrow. Here's what it means for you and your family. It's phase 3. Large outdoor venues can reopen at 7% capacity. That means about 5,200 people at the Panthers game on Sunday. Movie theaters can move to 30% capacity. Bars can reopen their outdoor areas at 30% capacity. It's only in effect for 3 weeks. They want to sort of test it out to see how it goes. The governor says there's a good reason for that.
We know we're getting into cooler weather, and Dr. Cohen has expressed her concern about the potential for increased virus spread. We're seeing some increases across the country, and we want to make sure that we keep this window short enough so that we can react.
Some Charlotte bar owners are planning to protest the announcement today because they believe it's not enough.
UNC Charlotte students are heading back to campus today to start in-person classes. Things are, of course, going to look quite different. Less than 5% of students actually have an in-person class. The university is also going to add another layer of protection, asking students and staff to take a daily health screening online.
Today, CMS will hold an emergency meeting to discuss changes to remote and in-person learning. It comes as special needs students return to in-person classes this week. Pre-K set to head back to schools October 12th. Today's meeting set for 6 p.m.
Today, CMPD set to release body camera footage of the death of Harold Easter. This after an investigation into Easter's death in police custody found that officers knew he swallowed cocaine, but did not get him medical attention. All 4 officers and the sergeant involved have resigned. CMPD has also made some policy changes.
Today, thousands of American airline workers here in Charlotte and across the country lose their jobs. The company says it's furloughing 19,000 employees. American, just one of several airlines asking the federal government for some relief money, but lawmakers haven't been able to work out a new deal. That bill expired midnight last night. It banned airlines from laying off furloughing workers as long as they were receiving federal aid.
Today, Ivanka Trump scheduled to make a stop in the Queen City. She'll visit Charlotte along with a senior advisor to her father's re-election campaign. The two are set to have a conversation with supporters about the president's America's First agenda.
Well, after a chaotic first presidential debate, organizers now promising some changes to the format. Wake Up Charlotte's Tracy Potts now in D.C. for us. And Tracy, it was hard to understand anything the candidates were talking about, saying so many people say changes are necessary for a future debate.
Hi, Ben. Good morning, everyone. People on all sides of this, Democrats, Republicans, undecided voters, were frustrated with what they saw on Tuesday. The Presidential Debate Commission now is looking at making some changes to prevent this type of debate from happening again. President Trump overnight in Minnesota marking his own debate scorecard.
Last night I did what the corrupt media has refused to do. I held Joe Biden accountable for his 47 years of lies, 47 years of betrayal, and 47 years of failure.
But undecided Americans say otherwise.
I'm happy that my children were not awake to see that and the behavior.
Even some top Republicans not happy with the president's performance.
Well, let me just say with the debate, it was not Lincoln Douglas.
With viewership down 11 million from 4 years ago, the Presidential Debate Commission is looking to change the format to prevent Mr. Trump's constant interruptions.
Maybe we should give the moderator a mute button. The commission's got to get a lot tougher when debate participants don't follow the rules.
I think it was just a national embarrassment.
Democratic nominee Joe Biden says he's not sure what to expect at the next debate in 2 weeks.
I hope we're able to get a chance to actually answer the questions that are asked by the persons in the room. But God only knows what he'll do.
The president also distancing himself from the white supremacist group he emboldened Tuesday.
I don't know who the Proud Boys are. I've always denounced any form.
The group now using the president's words as a rallying cry. A spokesman for President Trump says they don't want to see debate format changes. They think it's like moving the goalposts in the middle of the game. I'm Tracy Potts for Wake Up Charlotte.
Time to connect the dots when we make the news make sense. New this morning, health officials extending the ban on cruise ships in the U.S. through the end of October. It comes amid reports of recent coronavirus outbreaks in ships overseas. But even when the no-sail ban is lifted, don't expect to hit the high seas anytime soon.
The cruise industry exploring ways to get back on the open water. But it's going to be a while before things return to how they were before the pandemic. Let's connect the dots. The Cruise Lines International Association, which reps big names like Royal Caribbean, Disney, Carnival, announced there is now a plan for cruise ships to return. It includes mandatory testing for everybody, masks and social distancing. Anyone not agreeing to those measures would not be allowed on board. And before they can leave port, they have to prove to the CDC they have adequate safety plans. There's another problem, though. Almost 10,000 workers have been stuck on board cruise ships in U.S. waters since March. The combination of issues have kept those workers trapped, everything from home countries refusing to let people back in to the cost of arranging travel. This has led to lawsuits, protests, and even hunger strikes. So, there is a lot to work out before you'll be able to book your next cruise vacation. And that is connecting the dots.
Now to some stories to keep you and your family safe and sound today. It turns out the one thing that's more stressful than going through a breakup or divorce is moving. A new survey from one poll finding that's the #1 most stressful life event. Also on the list, getting married, having kids, changing jobs, dating someone new.
Moving is bad.
Yes, but think about it. In the grand scheme of things, you're moving somewhere. At least you have somewhere to live.
100%. As I said in our broadcast, all of these things are positive.
Yeah.
You just have to treat them accordingly. Moving, no.
It's not the best.
I don't understand. Well, we won't get into it.
What? Get into it.
I was going to say, we're online. We have all the time in the world. The stress that comes along with weddings. Like, it should be the happiest day of your life.
I totally agree. It's because people add stress to themselves.
It's just why? You want to remember it as being amazing and happy and not as a ball of stress.
Here's the thing, Ben. Sometimes,
yes,
as you know, and I think this is 100%, I will say 99.9% female, the ladies out there, we stress about things that don't matter. A wedding should not be costing you $30,000 or whatever. Isn't it on average people spend $30,000 on one day? Why? Because
that inherently,
it's stressful.
That brings stress.
Right, and the thing is, look, if you've got money to burn,
sure,
congratulations, but you probably should donate that to some charity or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, all these things are done because there's social pressure. People feel like they have to live up to this image. Oh, they have to have the biggest whatever, or the best food, or the most flour, those things.
I have told Brad, we can get married, we can
elope,
have a wedding. That was my idea. I said, the second things become stressful, we're not doing it. We can have whatever wedding he wants to have. We can do it. We can have happy friends, family, whatever. It starts getting stressful. We're not doing it.
People want to be a celebrity, and that's the one day where they can feel like one, I think. But it is stressful.
Okay.
I'm not into it. Trust.
Good talk. All right, your parents may have been wrong. Laughter may not be the best medicine after all. New research says it's dancing. In fact, scientists say just 10 minutes of bust a move can make you feel better. It releases chemicals in your brain that make you feel good and reduce stress.
Makes total sense.
It's hard to be angry while you're, doing the two-step.
What is the two-step exactly?
Something.
It's something.
Step, touch, step, touch.
Exactly.
Step, touch,
Just dance it out. Have a great day, right? Do it.
That's right. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning, 4:30 a.m.